3 seconds. Burgess, step back, deep three, tried to bank it in! Oh, baby! Bank shot's good by Burgess.
You know what time it is. Scotty Nation, stand up and represent the Navy and Gold as it's time to let everyone know this is Highland Community College.
3-ball on the way, Carvalho, swish! Carvalho hits the 3.
From the players who work hard and never quit.
Nicole wide open 3, nothing but nylon. Bazinga, and the 3s are splashing home.
The coaches who strategize and game plan.
From the soles of your feet, with every ounce of blood you've got in your body, lay it on the line until the final whistle blows.
And the fans who cheer.
Double trap over the far side, and it's going to be pickpocketed there. Hamalio, Nicole goes to the rim, rolls it up and down. Nice job, Living. Spot up 3, good. Nothing but nylon from the trifecta.
This is Highland Scotty basketball.
Welcome in for a big-time Jayhawk Conference Showdown on 103.9 KNZA and the Scotty Sports Network. The voice of Highland Community College with you. Mike Smith behind the mic today. Kurt Kilman back at the studio of the radio station. Of course, thanks to my man Big Al and Carrie Fisher as well, helping us out with the broadcast on the Scotty Sports Network. It's the number 3 team versus the number 4 team in the nation here in this showdown for the women's game. The men's game to follow, and we expect some good ball games here at Ben Allen Fieldhouse on the campus of Highland Community College. We expect 2 grinded out types of games, and these 2 teams, well, 2 teams that definitely have aspirations of the national tournament. Highland has had struggles with Johnson over the past few years, and matter of fact, in the women's showdowns, Highland has lost 7 in a row to Johnson. Last Scotty win was a region championship back in 2013-2014, a 54-52 decision over Johnson. That was the last win for Highland against the Cavaliers of Johnson County Community College. Of course, Highland won 2 of the 3 matchups that year, but have lost 7 in a row in the series, including all 3 matchups last year as they played twice in the regular season, and then they met up in the region championship, and we could be on a crash course for that to happen yet again this year. They'll meet up again in Johnson, or at Johnson, on February the 14th on Valentine's Day, but no love between the 2 here today here at Ben Allen Fieldhouse as we get ready for the action. Head coach BJ Smith at the helm of the Lady Scotties. We'll get to Highland's starting lineup in a moment as we look towards Johnson County first. The Cavaliers 17-4, ranked 4th in the country, 1-0 in Jayhawk Conference play. They, of course, beat KCK in their last game 67-56 to open up conference play on Wednesday. Highland dispatching of Labette on the road 67-63 to get their first Jayhawk Conference win of the season in the conference opener. Of course, we look over to Johnson County now. Their starting lineup here today, sophomore Tristan McFetters, who leads the team in scoring, 16.6 points per game. Serena Reeves, the sophomore as well, joining her. She averages 11 points per game. Jula Brown, the freshman, in the starting lineup. She averages around 4 points per contest. Kylie Williams, a sophomore. She's in the lineup, 8.7 points per game for her. And Jessiona Stowers, a freshman who averages 13.5 in the starting lineup for Johnson. They're in the navy jerseys with the gold-yellow numerals and letters outlined in white, with a little gold and white on the jerseys with trim. For your Highland Community College Scotties, starting today, normal starting 5, that has been most of the year. Sophomore Mariani De Carvalho, the 19.4 point per game averager and an All-American last year, coming off of a little bit of a struggle against Labette. Carvalho looking to get back to where she normally is. All-time leading scorer in the all-time leading scorer in Highland history, and field goals made as well. Sophomore Blaze Burgess, the Topeka, Kansas native, who averages 11.8 points per game, all-time made 3-point leader in Highland history. Also from Brazil, Nicole Hamalho, the sophomore, averages 12.8 points per game and 6 rebounds, and nearly 6 assists and 4 steals per contest. Ranks in the top 10 in the country in steals and assists. Sophomore Sydney Brindley, a gal that can put up multiple double-doubles. She has 9 of them on the year, 11 points per game. She's in the starting lineup as well here in this one, along with freshman guard Keandra White, 6 points per game on the season. This is her 19th start, or 20th start of the year, on the year for the freshman Keandra White. Highland will be in the white unis today with those navy numerals and letters outlined in the highlighter yellowish gold. And they got the navy and goldish yellow as the trim as well. Good crowd on hand here at Highland. Anticipated a big-time matchup. Top 5 teams doing battle in the women's game. And, well, the men's game, while it's not a battle of ranked teams, it's a battle of teams that have put together some good ball games against each other over the past few years. Set to put this in motion, of course. Highland usually defers the tip, and that they will do. Johnson will take the tip and set up offense left to right across your radio dial across the screen. Early steal. Carvalho jumps up and gets it at the apex of the pass and was able to pick that one up for an early Johnson turnover. Himalio had 17 against Labette, but struggled holding on to the ball as Highland turned the ball over with the highest most turnovers thus far this year. Long 3 goes long off the rim by Himalio. 9:30 left to play in the first. Just young into the contest. 3 ball on the way by Johnson, sails over the rim, barely grazing the iron, but won't go that time for the Cavaliers. Wasted no time to hoist that trifecta try, but here's Carvalho up to the free throw line. Now to White on the near side wing. White dribbles up to the free throw line. Himalio pump fakes on a 3, dribble drive into the lane, takes it to the rack, dump pass to nobody home, but Blaze Burgess tracks down the loose ball. Burgess struggled offensively. She spots up for a jumper that's short off the rim. Blaze did not hit a single shot against Labette. Now did a lot of other things to contribute to the win, but Blaze, cold shooting for her right now, and they need to get her going. Does Highland for this run in the Jayhawk Conference. Still scoreless, 8:40 to go in this first quarter of play. 3 ball rattles off, no good by Stowers, and they have 2 threes early on. There's an early foul as well on Johnson. This is going to go on Jula Brown. Brown picking up the first personal foul of the ball game. Bree Tidwell wasting not much time to get into the ball game. Bree had an exceptional ball game against Labette. One of the spearheaded performances that helped lead to the win, as Tidwell has done an exceptional thing off the bench more often than not. 1 start this year, but has played in now 20 games, and Bree has put together strong performances all around, including a 12 steal game, which is a single game record. Spin move by Brindley. That spin cycle is on. Sydney Brindley goes to work inside. Brindley gets the deuce and breaks the seal for Highland. They are up 2-0, and here's a foul. Head coach B.J. Smith, well, he popped up from the seat over there on the far sideline to have a little bit of a, ooh moment, as he was in disagreement perhaps of the pickpocket foul that time by Bree Tidwell. Tidwell's first foul, Highland's first as a team in general too. 2-0, Scotty's on top, 8:15 to go here in the first stanza. Here's a little running shot by Stowers. She misfires, gets the offensive rebound, partially blocked by Himalio, as Ben Conrad, the coach for the Cavaliers, wanted a foul as well. Tidwell off to the races, to the rim. She misses the shot. 1 and done for the Scotties. Here come the Cavaliers back in the half-court set quickly. Left to right across your, right to left across your radio dial. Bree Tidwell with a good challenge there on the run to the basket for Sienna Reeves, and Reeves can't hold on to it. The sophomore from Surprise, Arizona, coughs it up for Johnson, who have a couple of early turnovers in the ball game. 0 for 4 from the floor for the Cavaliers, 1 for 4 from the floor for Highland to lead it 2-0. Tidwell throws it back out to Burgess. Now Brindley at the top of the wheel. Sydney kind of spinning around, 1 dribble off to Tidwell. Bree fires a 3, in and out of the rim. That time it goes, and 1 and done for the Scotties yet again. again. Rebounding will be key in this ball game. Who can get some offensive rebounds? The Scotties are in the top 10 in offensive rebounds in the country. 2-0 early on. What a thread-the-needle pass there. Heaved up to the rim and off the backboard down the chute as Reeves knocks it home. A thread-the-needle pass got to Reeves, and Reeves goes to the bucket for the deuce. 2-0 early on. 7:18 to play in the first, and a timeout on the floor. We're back in 30 seconds as you're listening to Highland Community College basketball on 103.9 KNZA and watching on the Scotty Sports Network.
Hi, this is Diamond Dan for Diamonds by Design Jewelry Stores. Diamonds by Design is a full-service jewelry store with a variety of fine jewelry to fit every budget. Come in and let Marcia and her staff help to make your special occasion even more special. Diamonds by Design, locally owned and operated for over 15 years, and we specialize in custom design jewelry with a full-time designer in-house and computer software that lets you build your very own custom design jewelry. Come see Diamonds by Design at 21st and Wanamaker in Topeka.
Both teams with a sluggish start offensively so far. Himalio, what a pass there. Brindley gets whacked across the arms, and it's Jula Brown picking up her second personal foul. Brown, an intimidating force down inside, got some good size, a little bit bigger than Sydney Brindley, but Sid not intimidated, goes up with the shot, got fouled, and Brindley will go to the charity stripe to shoot a pair. Free throw up and lips out, won't go down for Sydney Brindley. So Brindley to the charity stripe to shoot this up. Brindley, flick of the wrist, free throw, goes off the front of the rim and won't go down. Sydney had improved her free throw percentage as of late to 70%. Stolen away as it goes off the foot of McFetters, as Tristan is the leading scorer for Cavaliers, but she has a turnover there. Himalio, Burgess, Brindley, Tidwell, and Carvalho on the floor. Carvalho sets the pick on the drive. Tidwell slings it off to Himalio. Brindley open for a three. It's short, almost bounces in as it bounces around the rim, and there's a foul down low. Bree Tidwell jockeying for position for the rebound, gets fouled by Serena Reeves. Here's Cameron Lemon. Lemon off the bench. Cam playing well as of late. Made 5 or more field goals in 6 of the last 9 games. 10 double-digit performances this year, including a couple 20-point performances. And Brindley up and in. Sydney gets the inbounds pass quickly from Lemon. And on the far side block, Brindley shoots it up off the backboard and down the hole. McFetters on the runner, no good. That one won't fall. And one and done for the Cavaliers. Himalio races into the half-court set, left to right across your radio down the home whites for the Scotties. Stolen away by the Cavaliers. Jump stop down low, and that's swatted by her, Carvalho. Carvalho is going to get the foul, however. Head coach B.J. Smith upset because Carvalho didn't go straight up on the defensive end and just utilized her length to challenge the shot. She went for the block and thus got called for a foul. Carvalho with the personal foul leads to the free throws here for Tristan McFetters. Thanks for tuning in today. Game on 103.9 KNZA Radio. Of course, Mike Smith alongside with you, the voice of Highland Community College Scotties. Both free throws made, and McFetters gets her first 2 points of the ball game to tie it at 4 apiece. Of course, also streaming worldwide on the Scotty Sports Network with live video and audio of the action. Bree Tidwell, a little shake and bake to the free throw line. Out for Himalio on the near side wing. Nicole inside the lane, bobbled it, got it back. Back out for Lemon. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Tidwell, jump stop from the elbow. It's good. Bree Tidwell, nice little jump stop there. A little jumper from the elbow on the near side. And that swings the lead back to Highland, 6-4 with 5:40 to go here in the first quarter. McFetters orchestrating the offense right now. Kylie Woods is checked in. Here's a 3-ball on the way by Williams that won't go. Short off the iron, just scraping the rim. Lemon out for Himalio. Nicole thought about the 3, then thought better to go to the rim, but called for a travel. That's Highland's second turnover of the ball game. 3 turnovers by Johnson thus far. Rebounding wise, basically about even. Johnson winning that 6-5. However, the Cavaliers 1 of 7 from the floor. 3 of 8 from the floor for Highland thus far. Neither team's hit a 3-ball in this ball game. Highland struggled mightily from the 3-point range against Labette, barely hitting any. Lemon with a nice little spin after she gets the steal, throws it ahead to Tidwell. Tidwell shakes around the defender. What a move. Deceptiveness all around, and Tidwell can't cash it in for 2, however. Behind the back dribble by Reeves. She almost coughed it up for the Cavaliers. McFetters in her hands. Also Woods on the floor. Deshell Terry, is on the floor too, along with Williams. And then Carvalho with the steal. Carvalho pushing the issue, 3-on-2. Nani goes to the basket, and she is fouled. Ooh, Carvalho took a tough spill going into the padding along the baseline. Mariani, though, will go to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Carvalho on the year, 70.7% from the line, 19.4 points per game. If she can get that up a little bit, her career average could surpass 20, which would be the best in a Highland women's basketball career. As that free throw ricochets out. Of course, Carvalho already is the all-time leading scorer in school history, the only 1,000-point scorer in Highland women's basketball history. Cameron Lemon taps the rebound to herself, and then Lemon gets a body on the back. Good sportsmanship by Kylie Woods, who committed the foul to help Lemon up, but she'll be getting that personal foul drawn upon her, and Cameron Lemon will go to the line to shoot a pair of free throws. Cam is an 88.9% free throw shooter, which is the best on the team. At the line, flick of the wrist, free throws good, and Lemon makes the charity stripe try. Cameron's first points of the ball game coming here from the free throw line, also adding to the Highland lead. So they're up by 3, 7-4 with 4:48 to go in the first quarter. Lemon misses short. Oh, the long arms of Carvalho gets the rebound, but then a travel. Coach Smith wants an explanation on why the traveling violation was called. Carvalho didn't really come down with the ball, but apparently she took an extra step, according to the referees, and thus whistled for the traveling violation. Full court pressure defense. Highland, of course, known for that, trying to force some turnovers. They force over 30 per game, second best in the country at 30.9 turnovers forced upon their opponents. Thread the needle pass going baseline, and then a traveling violation of their own, as the pass can't be handled by Terry, the freshman from Springdale, Arkansas. Blaze Burgess, Tamia Victor, Cameron Lemon, Bree Tidwell, and Stefania Chiziani on the floor for Highland at the moment. Lemon hands it off to Burgess, 4:15 to go, around the horn. Tidwell at the top of the wheel, goes into the free throw line. Out for a corner 3 from Lemon. Oh, too strong out there. The rebound tapped out and picked up by Johnson, only to see Blaze Burgess end up with it. No one ever had the firm grasp, and Blaze got it back in the half-court set. Up, and the shot won't go, but Cameron Lemon, as she sees it roll off the iron, is going back to the charity stripe where she just was a moment ago. Under 4 to play here in the first, 7-4 ball game. Highland on top, Lemon to the line. Scotty's just 1 of 6 from the charity stripe, however. Shoot only 65.8% from the free throw line this year. Made 275 of their 418 free throws coming into today. However, they missed that last one by Lemon as well. Cindy Jones in for the Cavaliers. And Lemon steps back to fire another free throw. This one rattles in off the front of the rim, takes a generous spin down the cylinder. And we go to an 8-4 lead for Highland. Scotty's on top in this showdown by their largest margin in the affair. Have not trailed, Highland has, in this ball game. Ahead, open 3 from the right side corner, airballed again. It hit the backboard, but no rim, I should say. So not complete airball. Spot up jumper from the baseline's good by Sydney Jones. So a second chance opportunity for the Cavaliers. Those have been far and few between. Bree Tidwell called for a travel as she tried to weave through a maze of defenders. But Tidwell called for the traveling violation. Tristan McFetters back in for Johnson. Johnson 17-4 on the season, 5 in a row they've won, 7 of the last 10. They're 7-1 on the road. So only 1 of their 4 losses have come on the road. I think all the other ones were neutral site games that they lost. They lost by 3, 4, 1, and 1 point for their 4 losses. and all but 3 of their wins have come by 28 or more points per game. Chiziani going to pick up the personal foul. Stefiani, of course, coming over from Africa just this semester. Didn't play the first semester because she was still in high school. Graduated from high school over in Mozambique, Africa, and now has joined the fold for Highland here and looking to make an impact for the Scotties during the stretch run in Jayhawk Conference play. 3:15 to go here in the first quarter. An 8-6 lead for Highland. Handed off into the hands of Stowers. Stowers goes up, throws up a circus shot, heaved it to the rim, misfired. Rebound picked up by Reeves, and Reeves wrestles it up and in and ties it at 8 apiece with over 3 to go. Ahead to Hamalio. Nicoli going to go baseline. Nicoli all the way in. And Nicoli Hamalio. A little roll to the basket there. Like a roly-poly rolling up and into the basket. 10-8 with 2:44 to go. Here in the first, Cameron Lemon picks up a foul right around half court. Team fouls are at 5 for Johnson and 4 for the Scotties in this showdown. Johnson has the possession right to left across your radio dial and across your screen on the Scotty Sports Network. Off the dribble, coming across midcourt is Williams. Williams going to get a pick to the top of the key. Open 3 again. Stowers not a bashful shooter, but she misses again from outside the arc. Here comes Bree Tidwell. Tidwell turning on the Jets to the basket. Nice pass to Hamalio, who got blocked. Got the ball back and goes up and in with it that time off the backboard. Hamalio stayed with it, got blocked from behind initially, and the Scotties back up by 4, 12-8. Williams across the Scotty logo into the half-court set. Stops, fires from 8 feet out, misses the shot. Carvalho tracks in the rebound. And Carvalho slings it ahead. Here's Hamalio going all the way to the rim again. Attacking the rack, and it's good. Hamalio to the bucket. And Nicoli Hamalio screaming to the glass and taking it to the rim. And Nicoli with the bucket and an and one opportunity. Nicoli, a stat sheet stuffer, as they would say. Gal that is averaging great numbers. And Nicoli has 6 points here tonight. She's only scored below 8 in 2 games. Flick of the wrist. That free throw won't go. She stepped over the line anyways. So it won't count either way. The free throw won't be made. 14-8 with 1:57 to play here in the first. Full court pressure defense by the Scotties. McFetters hands it off to Williams. Williams being challenged by Burgess. Man-to-man defense with a little help by Carvalho in the backcourt. And then Carvalho almost comes away with the steal. Carvalho does. Nanis glides to the basket and up and in. Carvalho with the help defense. And now Highland has went on an 8-0 run. And the Scotties lead it 16-8 here in the waning portion of the first quarter. 1:42 to go in the first. Timeout by Johnson County. We're going to keep it right here on the radio dial and the Scotty Sports Network as the Scotties in firm control right now is tied at 8. It's now 16-8. Highland on top. We'll have post game with head coach BJ Smith and some players after the men's game. So stay tuned for that. That will be on the Scotty Sports Network. So if you're listening on the radio dial, check out ScottyAthletics.com for the post-game links. We'll have video of the post-game with head coach BJ Smith and a player or two. Same for the men. For the post-game links as well can be found on the schedule pages of women's and men's basketball at ScottyAthletics.com. 16-8 with 1:42 to go here in the first. Carvalho almost with another steal. Burgess ends up with it. Blaze up and in. Blaze Burgess converts another steal to a bucket. It's a 10-point Highland lead, their largest lead of the game. McFetters got it finally across half court as there's now 9 Johnson turnovers in the first. And Keandra White going to be called for a reach-in foul. And Coach BJ Smith again upset and beside himself on the call, but I'm going to go to the line too because we are in the bonus with 1:24 to go here in the first. At the free throw line, Jasonia Stowers misfires the first free throw. 18-8, Highland on top by 10. Their largest lead of the game. Bend to the knees, flick of the wrist, second free throw, massages the mesh, and goes down to make it an 18-9 ball game. Burgess ahead for White. White on the floor with Carvalho, Hamalio, and Chiziani. Here's Nicoli at the top of the wheel, up to the free throw line for Burgess. Burgess peels it back out. Had to regather the handle on the dribble. Now to White. White off to the free throw line for Hamalio. Hamalio sees a lane, goes to the basket, and she's fouled again. Nicoli Hamalio, once she sees a sliver of daylight to the basket, she is right through there in a heartbeat. And she is able to take care of business. Nicoli Hamalio to the charity stripe for a pair of free throws. Flick of the wrist, free throw, in and out. That one spins. Scotty's still struggling from the line. Sydney Brindley returns. Brindley with a couple of buckets early on, setting the tone for the Scotties. Hamalio back to the charity stripe. Free throws up and in. Hamalio makes that to a 10-point ball game we go. Bree Tidwell is in. Full court pressure defense on display once more by Highland. Right to left across your radio dial in the road navies for Johnson. Double team, picked up the dribble, throw it ahead. Good find that time. Ida Pischel has entered the game. And then Pischel lost the handle. Bree Tidwell knocks it out of play. Pischel actually played in the Northeast Kansas All-Star games here at Highland Community College a couple years ago. She is a sophomore from Topeka, Kansas. So she's familiar with Highland Community College. Obviously playing with Johnson, she's played here before too, but played here in that All-Star game. Pischel fires a three. That one won't go down. And tracked in offensively, though. A rebound into the hands of Jenna Peckman. McFedder's step back jumper. That's good. That's a deuce. Foot on the line. 30 seconds to go here in the first. 19-11. Tidwell in the lane. Out for Hamalio three. Rainbowed up. Too strong off the heel. Carvalho crashes the glass. Gets the spin. And Carvalho with a nice bucket there on a putback. She's 2 for 2 from the floor and 4 points for Nani in the game. Back to a 10-point lead. 21-11 with 11 seconds to go here in the first quarter. McFedders off to the right side wing, down to 7 seconds. McFedders fouled on a hand check. And Blaze Burgess picking up the personal foul. Tristan McFedders. Oh, BJ Smith getting warned by the referee on the far side. Free throws up and good. McFedders makes the first. Coach Smith just got a technical foul. He kept talking, and the referee was standing right there. Smith did get a little less animated than when he got warned, but he did keep chirping a little bit, and head coach B.J. Smith assessed the technical foul. Highland fans letting the referees know about it as well. At the line, Stowers knocks down the first of the two for the technical foul opportunities. Stowers at the line again. Second free throw will not go down. 21-13. They still have another McFedders free throw. Deja Purnell will check in for Highland with 5.7 seconds to go here in the first. So McFedders at the line. Shoot her final free throw after the technical foul was assessed to head coach B.J. Smith. Up and in by McFedders as well, and that cuts the lead to 7. Burgess, 4 seconds, got a pocket pick. The ball is up for grabs and saved. Burgess going to throw up a desperation heave. That was just offline to the right. 21-14 after 1 quarter of play, and well, Highland in the driver's seat of this one, led by as many as 10 to the Scotties in the first quarter. We're back in a minute here on 103.9 KNZA and the Scotty Sports Network.
Friends and neighbors, live easier through many financial services provided by the Bendina State Bank. They're your community-minded local bank, delivered to hard work for their friends and neighbors. Financial services provided include checking and savings accounts and loans for agriculture, home, and auto. Depend on your friends at the Bendina State Bank to help secure your future. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Highland's new precision agriculture program was designed for the farmer or related farm worker of the future. The future arrives quickly. Today's agricultural work goes beyond the field and barn to the computer, the satellite, the drone, the research lab. Aligning all these aspects precisely for the individual, field, and crop is provided by Highland's Precision Ag program. Centered in Baileyville at the College Western Center, this program can provide you with experience in understanding and applying modern farming methods. Check it out.
Your sports authority. Kansas Radio.
Scotties lead at 21-14, but some free throws in the final portion of the first period. A couple of free throws and a couple of technical foul free throws. Carvalho with the bucket, no good as it rolls off the rim and won't go down in that one. 21-14 with 9:41 here to play in the first half. Johnson County going right to left across your radio, down across the screen on the Scotty Sports Network. Ida Pichot on the floor. Here's Stowers firing another three. Misfires. McFetters with the rebound. And Tristan McFetters with the bucket. Kansas City, Missouri native with the deuce. Cuts the lead to 5. Pass was an errant one, but Hamalio tracks it in. Burgess with a hand in her face. Fires a three. Halfway down the drain, but it pops loose. Ida Pichot with a rebound, being challenged in the backcourt. Blaze Burgess now will pick up the ball handler and Williams. Here's comes the double team, and Amalio steals it. 4-on-2. Burgess corner three. That one's too strong as well. Man, Blaze Burgess just can't buy a bucket right now. 21-16 with 8:50 left to go in the first half. Burgess has not hit a shot from three-point range in quite some time. Only one bucket today. Struggled against Labette. Teardrop shot is good. McFetters got enough open airspace to throw up the runner, and McFetters has got 10, first to double digits. That shot no good by Highland. They quickly threw one up, and then a foul. Bree Tidwell upset as she'll get called for the personal, which is her second. First foul on Highland in the second quarter. Scotty's forced 9 turnovers in the first quarter of play, now 10 in the game, but only score 8 points off those turnovers. 6 of 17 from the floor for Johnson County, 9 of 22 from the floor for the Scotties. Highland and Johnson still haven't made a three-point bucket, either one of them. Free throws taken advantage of by Johnson a little bit better, 6 of 8. Highland just 3 of 10 from the free throw line. In the hands of Jones. Jones gives it off here. Hamalio, another pickpocket move. Nicoli wide open space to roll to the basket and lay it up and in. Nicoli Hamalio, the Sonic Hedgehog out there rolling to the basket, speeding her way to the rim. 23-18 with under 8 to play here in the first half. Regular steals right and left for Highland in this ball game. They have 9 steals in the contest. They average, of course, over 20 per game, which is number 1 in the nation. There's a foul away from the ball on Mariani de Carvalho. Carvalho's second personal foul. Second foul for Highland as a team as well in this quarter. Pull the trigger does Stowers on the inbound to McFetters. Reeves on the floor as well. Jones has it in her hands, and Peckman rounds out the 5. Stowers again fires another 3. Won't get that to go, and then Reeves throws it out of bounds on the rebound. Stowers has actually shot all of the 3 tries by Johnson. She is 0 of 7 from 3 and 0 of 10 from the floor. McFetters, who leads the team in scoring, averaging 16.6, has 10 for Johnson. White, Brindley, Carvalho, Himalio, and Burgess on the floor as Ariani De Carvalho goes to the basket with a spin move on the block and puts it up and in. Johnson wants another timeout. 25-18 with 7:11 left to play here in the first half. A timeout on the floor means we'll take a timeout with them. 7:11 left to play here in this first half. We're back in 30 seconds on 103.9 KNZA and the Scotty Sports Network.
Attention farmers, poor drainage got your yields down? Precision Grading Design can help. With more than 8 years experience, Precision Grading Design has the experience you are looking for in site development, terrace design for drainage solutions, and any civil grading project. They also do private surveying and mapping and cater all design projects to be built using the latest GPS construction equipment, ensuring quality, accuracy, and efficiency. Contact Rocky Runke at 785-444-3702 or visit precision-grading-design.com for more information on Precision Grading Design of Highland, Kansas.
Your home for Northeast Kansas sports. Your sports authority. Kansas Radio.
Highland leading 25-18 with 7 minutes to go in the first half. Up at the top of the key by Jones. Jones hands it off now. Off the dribble, Terry goes into no man's land, and White comes up with the ball for a moment, but never got firm grasp of it to get the steal. Johnson ends up to keep the possession. Only 8 seconds to go on the shot clock as the shot clock never reset because Highland never had a hold of the ball. Here's a handoff to Peckman. Peckman rolls to the basket, barely grazes the rim. Reeves with a rebound, and then a foul underneath the basket. Take it out of bounds on Keandra White's second personal foul. Kylie Williams back in for Johnson County as Highland leads it 25-18. Williams set to put it in motion. Bounce pass finds Reeves. Reeves almost got it stolen away by Carvalho, but finds enough space to get the shot up, then gets the rebound. Backs it back out. McFetters off the dribble, goes into the body of the defender, and Blaze Burgess whistled for another foul. Blaze's second and the fourth team foul on Highland in the quarter. Inbounding it and take it, McFetters does. McFetters picks up her dribble off to the near side, barely keeping her pivot foot. Peckman has it in her hands to Williams. 6:20 to go in the first half, 25-18. Highland on top. The Scotties have utilized a strong game by Nicole Himalio. 9 points from her to lead the way. Neither team, however, has found their stroke from outside. Here's a heave that time, and somehow, as the shot clock expired, Williams threw up a desperation shot, and he got the foul. Coach Smith is upset yet again on what was an ugly turn of events, and an ugly shot by Williams at that. Williams misses the first free throw. Smith was conversing with the same referee that assessed him a technical foul. Chirping again in his ear once more is Coach Smith. Both free throws miss, and then a quick whistle and a foul on Johnson. It's only the first foul, though, on the Cavaliers here in the second stanza. I don't know if that's a little makeup call or not, but take it for whatever you may think in that scenario. Burgess to Tidwell, to White, Victor. They go high-low, Victor down low to Carvalho! Yeah! Carvalho with the bucket and one, and Nani was pumped after that. Carvalho with the huge bucket and one opportunity to push the lead back to 10. Carvalho with 8 points. She only had 9 against Labette. But Nani with 8 points here in this ball game so far. Flick of the wrist, free throws up and in. Cameron Lemon returns for Highland. Carvalho with that free throw has 9 points in the ball game. Continues to add to her total in her career. She has 1,024 points entering today. 28-18. With 5:45 to play here in the first half. Stolen away. White has it in the half-court set for Highland now. Carvalho wants a deep three. Yeah! Yeah, the three is good. Carvalho from 2 steps out rocks in the trifecta. 31-18 with 5:30 to go in the first half. Pressure defense in the backcourt again, trying to suffocate Johnson County. Close to a 10-second call, and it was a 10-second call. And the Scotties have everything going their way. 31-18 with 5:21 to go here in the first half. Highland has outscored Johnson 10-4 in the second quarter. Scotties leading about every statistical category now outside of rebounding. They're being out-rebounded at this juncture. White, cross-court pass. Actually, a nice touch shot there by Carvalho. Won't go. White with a rebound. Carvalho wants a three from the near side. Oh, too strong. Tidwell with the rebound. Carvalho back at the top of the key. Scoop pass to Lemon. Back to Tidwell now at the free throw line. Tidwell shakes herself for a shot. Misses, gets the rebound. Putback's good. It spins down the drain. Hustle plays all around. They got about 3 extra chances to the Scotties on that play and got an opportunity in a 5-second call, not even going to get it inbound. Highland now buckling down defensively, suffocating Johnson County. 33-18 with under 5 to play here in the first half. You can feel the juice here in Ben Allen Fieldhouse. Tidwell misses the rebound, or misses, gets the rebound. She's fouled, and will go. Actually, no, excuse me. Oh no, that's I was right. No, it wasn't right. It is a turnover, a traveling violation is what they actually called on Tidwell before a foul. So turnover on Highland, and Johnson gets it back. McFetters on the floor with Williams, Pichel, Stowers, and Brown. That's the 5 Cavaliers. And then just thrown away. Good challenge by Carvalho. Mariani de Carvalho just up in the grill of Williams and causing some, hectic times for Johnson County. And defensively, they cough it up yet again. Lemon up at the top of the key with 4:35 left to play here in the first half. 33-18 lead for Highland. Tidwell wrestles it up and in. Bree Tidwell with a little flex of the muscles afterwards. Definitely a strong play there. Tidwell didn't get a foul call as the defender went down, but Tidwell with the bucket knocked it in. Up ahead that time, Stowers across half court, hands it to McFetter's hands, 4:10 to go. And here's a 3-ball by Stowers that clanks off the back of the iron. Carvalho rips down the rebound. Nani in transition, cross-court pass for White. White on the near side wing, goes into the paint, backs it back out. Tidwell at the top of the key, gonna get a pick from Carvalho. Bree cuts to the lane, slices, dices, and cuts up the defense. Bucket's good by Tidwell. 37-18 with 3:40 to go here in the first half. Cameron Lemon with a little hand check foul here. So over the limit, Highland is in this second quarter. And we go to the line for a pair of free throws for Williams. At halftime, by the way, we'll honor all of the Jayhawk Conference honorees, All-Americans and such for the fall sports for Highland Community College. We'll talk about that at half as the free throw is up and in. Williams makes the first free throw. Nicole Himalio back in for the Scotties. Carvalho leading the way, 12 points for Nani in the game, 6 rebounds and 4 steals. Bucket up and in on the free throw by Williams. She makes both charity stripe tries. They're 8 of 12 from the line is Johnson. 17-point lead. Largest lead has been 19 in the game for Highland. Carvalho, Himalio, White, Tidwell, and Victor on the floor. Around the horn, bounce pass. White goes up to Himalio at the top of the key. Nicole, couple dribbles into the paint. Now to Tidwell. Here's Carvalho with another deep three. Oh, halfway down, but it pops loose like a jack-in-the-box shooting loose there that time. Won't go down. 37-20 it remains with 3:13 to play in the first half. Spot up jumper by McFetters falls well short. White saves the rebound into Carvalho's hands. Himalio in transition. Nicole back out for White, and White gets fouled. McFetters actually collided with White. And Tristan McFetters will be whistled for the personal foul. McFetters' first individual foul, third team foul on Johnson. Out of bounds, they'll pull the trigger from the near sideline, will Highland. Left to right across your radio dial and across the screen for the Scotty Sports Network. Mike Smith alongside with you. Kurt Kilman back at the studio today for the game on the radio dial. Tidwell throws it up for grabs. White tracks it in. Got plenty of time on the shot clock. Tidwell back out for White. Keandra steps into an open three. It almost rattled in. Rebound goes up for it, and then Bree Tidwell got knocked to the ground. Ida Pisha will be called for a foul. And we'll take it out of bounds on the baseline for the Scotties. Highland has 10 steals here in the first half. They've forced 15 Johnson turnovers and scored 17 points off those turnovers thus far. 2:44 to go. From the elbow, the shot rolls around and down it goes. Carvalho with the shooter's touch as it bounces around every piece of the iron and ultimately finds the bottom of the cylinder. Makes it a 19-point game again. Tidwell with the steal. Bree, scoop shot layup, up and in. Tidwell with the bucket, and that's a 20-plus point lead, 21-point lead for Highland. Thrown up for grabs again. Ida Pisha tracks it down at half court. Tidwell with the last bucket, by the way, has 10 points as we approach intermission. Aggressive defense as well, again by Highland. Bree Tidwell picks up her third personal foul. Probably going to see her go to the bench maybe with her third. Stefiani Chiziani will check into the game for Tidwell. 2:11 left to play in the contest, 41-20. Highland on top, McFetters at the line. Tristan McFetters with 10 points, make it 11. She's perfect 5 for 5 from the free throw line. Stefiani Chiziani checking back in, as I mentioned. 41-21, 20-point lead for Highland. Scotties have lost 7 in a row to these Cavaliers, looking to snap that losing streak. Carvalho gets the rebound. Well, the referee blows a whistle relatively quickly. Not exactly sure about what, but referees ask for the ball from Carvalho now as well, and all three will meet here for this to converse. I'm not exactly sure what it's about. It was a lane violation and get another free throw try is about the only thing I can think of here in this situation. Highland 21-0 on the year, 1-0 in Jayhawk Conference play after the 4-point road victory against 7th-ranked Labette on Wednesday. They could beat the 4th-ranked team in the country, too, in Johnson County here today. So referees conversing. They'll go to the scores table and call for both coaches to meet at half court and talk things over. 2:10 to go here in the first half. 41-21. Carvalho is getting an explanation as well from the referee, and we're walking back to the line for Ida Pisha. And I think they're going to allow another free throw try for Ida Pisha. So Pisha will shoot this free throw here, and they holding up 2 fingers. So Pisha shoots the first and makes it, and is going to get 2. I'm going to have to get an explanation on that at halftime because I'm not exactly sure what happened. Never saw a foul go up on the board or anything. Never saw a technical foul associated or anything either, and technical foul wouldn't have the gals stepping in along the free throw line for Highland. So Pisha makes both free throws, makes it 41-22, but interesting situation unfolding there. Chiziani dumps it into the corner for Purnell, makes the extra pass to Himalio. Nicole out for Carvalho. Chiziani now going baseline. Nice little shake and bake move. Carvalho thinks about the 3. Now will pull the trigger. It's good. Carvalho for a 3. 44-22 with 1:40 to go here in the first half. McFetters ahead to Stowers. Stowers fires a 3. She's laying bricks. She's building houses today. Stowers is. She's 0 of 12 and 0 of 9 from 3. 44-22 with a minute 25 to go here in the first half. Chiziani going to step into the three. Yeah, rattle it in. Chiziani from downtown as well. Three ball good, and now Johnson County needs another timeout. Couple of threes falling for the Scotties. They only have 3 threes in the game, but well, they've hit 8 or more threes in 16 of the 21 games this season. But rein in a couple of trifectas there and get to a 47-22 advantage. Minute 17 to go before halftime. Mike Smith alongside with you for today's action from Ben Allen Fieldhouse. Coming up at halftime, honorees of the football team and the volleyball team, also cross country for All-American Jayhawk Conference honors. We'll talk about those coming up on the halftime show when we break down the statistics as well. Thanks for tuning in on 103.9 KNZA today, but also on the Scotty Sports Network as usual. Of course, we've got post-game again after all the games are done today. After the men, we will check in with head coach B.J. Smith and a couple of the women's players. Then head coach Jerry Cole and players will join us for the men's post-game as well after their game coming up here after the women. 21-0 for the Scotties on the season. Head coach B.J. Smith has won 190 games in his coaching career. Of course, the winningest coach in Highland history. Coach Smith is 105-8 here at Ben Allen Fieldhouse as coach of Highland Community College. The Scotty ladies lead the country in field goal percentage, field goals made, points per game, total points scored, field goals made per game, steals, and assists. They lead the nation in all of those categories here this year. Eye-popping numbers throughout the course of the season for Highland as a 10-second call again. Wow, that's 2 times that has happened in this ball game. Johnson, all they can do if they're their coaches on the sideline, throw their hands up and say, what are you doing to some of the gals handling the ball. It was Williams that time, not paying attention to get the ball across half court in time. 17 first half turnovers by Johnson County in this showdown. Of course, the Scotties force 30.9 turnovers upon their opponents. Chiziani dribble drive move. Here's Samalio for 3. Cha-ching! Ring it up for 3 as Nicole Hamalio knocks down the trifecta try. Nicole's 2 for 4 from outside the arc and 15 points to lead Highland. Deja Purnell with some good pressure in the corner. 50-22, and the Scotties putting on a clinic. Highland's never trailed in the ball game right now, and they've led by as many as 28, which is the lead right now. 50-22 with 36.8 seconds to go in the first half. Brown being harassed by Victor. They throw it out to Pichel at the top of the wheel, about 5 steps behind the three-point line. 27 seconds to go. Stowers off to the right side wing, hands this off to Williams. Williams drives in the lane. 8 seconds on the shot clock. McFetters throws up the teardrop. It's in and out. Ripped down by Brown, and she's fouled. And Brown, I believe, will get 2 free throws out of this. Tamia Victor picks up the personal foul. We go to the line for Brown to shoot. Brown averaging 11 points per game, 82.5% free throw shooter for the Cavaliers. Today, 0 points. Brown at the line, shoots this free throw and, well, gets it to go. 50-23 with 16.4 seconds to go in the ball game in the first half. Second free throw, short off the front of the rim. Rebound tracked in by Highland. Still ample time for a final shot before halftime. Carvalho gets it from Hamalio. Back to Nicole across half court on the near side. Nicole now with 5 seconds to go. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Carvalho going to throw up the 3. In and out as it lips out at the buzzer by Carvalho for 3. But Highland puts together a 29-9 second quarter. And the Scotties lead it at halftime at home at Ben Allen Fieldhouse, 50-23 over the 4th-ranked Johnson squad. The number 3 Highland Community College Lady Scotties in the driver's seat, 50-23 here at halftime on 103.9 KNZA and the Scotty Sports Network.
Hi, this is Diamond Dan for Diamonds by Design Jewelry Stores. Diamonds by Design is a full-service jewelry store with a variety of fine jewelry to fit every budget. Come in and let Marcia and her staff help to make your special occasion even more special. Diamonds by Design, locally owned and operated for over 15 years, and we specialize in custom design jewelry with a full-time designer in-house and computer software that lets you build your very own custom design jewelry. Come see Diamonds by Design at 21st and Wanamaker in Topeka.
Is your future secure? The Bank of Highland is your community-minded bank that accepts the responsibility of helping neighbors and friends live easier through insecure financial times, providing loans for home, auto, and agriculture, as well as standard checking and savings accounts. You can depend on your friends at the Bank of Highland to help secure your financial future. The Bank of Highland, branch of Bendina State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, making life better right here at home.
Attention farmers, poor drainage got your yields down? Precision Grading Design can help. With more than 8 years experience, Precision Grading Design has the experience you are looking for in site development, terrace design for drainage solutions, and any civil grading project. They also do private surveying and mapping and cater all design projects to be built using the latest GPS construction equipment, ensuring quality, accuracy, and efficiency. Contact Rocky Runke at 785-444-3702 or visit precision-grading-design.com for more information on Precision Grading Design of Highland, Kansas.
Highland Community College surprises a lot of people. Generally thought as one of the smallest, Highland is actually in the middle of the 19 Kansas community colleges in enrollment. Its Highland campus has a real college feel with housing, athletics, student organizations, theater, concerts, art shows, an operating farm, and distinctive academic programs in its regional centers that cover the college's 9-county service area in northeast Kansas. Viticulture, enology, precision agriculture, diesel, construction technology, early childhood. Check it out, Highland Community College, online at highlandcc.edu.
Welcome into the halftime show here from Ben Allen Fieldhouse on the campus of Highland Community College. On the Scotty Sports Network, if you're watching there, they're honoring here the great performances from several of the athletes from cross country, volleyball, and football this year. A lot of honorees, of course, with Jayhawk Conference honors, All-American honors, and much more. Of course, great performances all around, and congratulations to those athletes. We'll give them a shout out in just a moment, but let's look at the halftime statistics. It's a 50-23 lead for Highland over Johnson here at home. Of course, is 21-14 after the first, but a 29-9 second quarter by Highland has them up 50-23 in this ball game, led by as many as 28 in the first half. Did the Scotties, and they lead at 50-23 right now here at intermission, putting together and put forth a great performance. Some of the big reasons why the Scotties are in the driver's seat: they're outscoring Johnson County 30-10 in the paint. They've scored 22 points off of 17 Cavalier turnovers, while Highlands only turned the ball over 5 times in the ball game. And of course, Johnson only has 4 points off those 5 turnovers in the ball game as well. Looking at the team shooting, Highlands shot 21 of 40 from the floor. That's 52.5%. 4 of 14 from 3, and 4 of 11 from the charity stripe. For Johnson, they're 11 of 16 from the free throw line. Pretty solid there. That's about 69%. 0 of 9, however, from 3, and 6 of 24 from the floor. That's only 25% from the floor thus far for Johnson County. Johnson County led by Tristan McFetter. She has 10 points. Serena Reeves with 4 points and 8 rebounds, 2 points apiece for Kylie Williams, Josionia Stowers, and also Sydney Jones and Ida Pichel all have 2 points. 1 point for Jula Brown in the first half for Johnson County. For Highland, it's 15 points by Nicole Himalio to go along with 3 steals and 3 rebounds. 14 points by Mariani De Carvalho, 8 rebounds and 4 steals, also 1 assist. 10 points for Bree Tidwell, 4 rebounds for Bree as well. Also 3 3 points for Stefiani Chiziani, and 2 points for Cameron Lemon, 4 points for Sydney Brindley, and 2 points for Blaze Burgess in this ball game as well. Scotties do have 11 steals, 9 assists in the first half. They're winning the rebounding margin, which they weren't for most of the first half, but they are winning the rebounding margin 21-19 here in this showdown. So Highland leads at 50-23 here at halftime. Now time to talk about some of the athletes from fall sports. Again, congratulations to all of these athletes for their great performances and their honors that they get all of the action here. We'll talk about the football team first. Jeremiah Hill, first team all-conference, NJCAA honorable mention honors as well, and an All-American. Amadou Fofana, first team All-American, first team All-Conference, honorable mention All-American for Fofana, who's going to go to Oklahoma State, by the way, to play. Jakeem Green, first team All-Conference. Ronnie Jameson, also first team All-Conference. Michael Davis, first team All-Conference, and second team All-American from the NJCAA. Casey Fye was first team All-Conference honors. Stephen Delane, first team All-Conference honors for the football team as well. Kendrick Caddis, who's now at Washington State, he is second team All-Conference. Darius Johnson, second team All-Conference. Willie Jordan, Torrey Boone, both second team All-Conference for the football team. Rico Hanna, Dominic Williams, Isaiah Gray, Trey Barrett, and Tremontez Raybon, all honorable mention, all Jayhawk Conference for the Scotties football team. For the volleyball team, Koya Roscoe, second team All-Region. Zelia Kleitz, honorable mention All-Conference and second team All-Region. Katie Pearson, second team All-Conference and first team All-Region. Leslie Polanco, Jayhawk Conference Player of the Year, first team All-Conference, first team All-Region. NJCAA Division II honorable mention All-American. And cross country, Ivana Uribe, second team All-Conference and All-American. Justine Cantu, second team All-Conference. Zacharias Filippo, first team All-Conference, first team All-Region, and half marathon All-American. And Antoine George, first team All-American and first team All-Region for their honorees. Congratulations to all of those athletes for their great performances here, leading to their success from the fall sports scene for Highland Community College. All great representatives of Highland Community College, making you proud to be a Scotty for Highland and for seeing those athletes perform well, not only on the field but also in the classroom, several of them with great performances there too in their careers. Best of luck to the ones that are moving on from Highland, and best of luck to the gals and guys that will be returning for the Scotties next year in fall sports, cross country, volleyball, and football. Of course, at the half of this ball game, top 5 battle, third-ranked Lady Scotties of Highland Community College lead it at home 50-23 over the 4th-ranked Johnson County squad. And the Lady Scotties looking to improve to 22-0 and add to their longest winning streak in school history. They already own the longest winning streak right now, but they'd like to add to that and remain undefeated. We'll have more halftime when we return here on the halftime show. We'll take a 3-minute timeout, and when we come back, we'll look towards the second half as Highland girls lead this one over the Johnson County women, a 50-23 ball game here on 103.9 KNZA and the Scotties Sports Network.
The Bendina State Bank welcomes you to come in and see for yourself the commitment that each and every one of the staff represents. They offer many services, including standard checking and savings accounts, plus loans for agriculture, home, and auto. Stop in today and utilize the many services they offer. The Bendina State Bank, making life better right here at home. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Attention farmers, poor drainage got your yields down? Precision Grading Design can help. With more than 8 years experience, Precision Grading Design has the experience you are looking for in site development, terrace design for drainage solutions, and any civil grading project. They also do private surveying and mapping and cater all design projects to be built using the latest GPS construction equipment, ensuring quality, accuracy, and efficiency. Contact Rocky Runke at 785-444-3702 or visit precision-grading-design.com for more information on Precision Grading Design of Highland, Kansas.
Hi, this is
Diamond Dan for Diamonds by Design Jewelry Stores. Diamonds by Design is a full-service jewelry store with a variety of fine jewelry to fit every budget. Come in and let Marcia and her staff help to make your special occasion even more special. Diamonds by Design, locally owned and operated for over 15 years, and we specialize in custom design jewelry with a full-time designer in-house and computer software that lets you build your very own custom design jewelry. Come see Diamonds by Design at 21st and Wanamaker in Topeka.
Reunite in Highland at the 2017 Highland Community College Alumni Games, Saturday, August 19th. Register for giveaways in the Barber Room in the HCC Stadium Center and win prizes spinning the KNZA wheel. The 5K run walk begins at 10:30 at Kessinger Field on the HCC campus. Baseball game at 11:30, volleyball at 1, and a softball game at 2:30. Join together for a day of friends and fun during the 2017 Highland Community College Alumni Games on Saturday, August the 19th.
Hi, this is Diamond Dan for Diamonds by Design Jewelry Stores. Diamonds by Design is a full-service jewelry store with a variety of fine jewelry to fit every budget. Come in and let Marcia and her staff help to make your special occasion even more special. Diamonds by Design, locally owned and operated for over 15 years, and we specialize in custom design jewelry with a full-time designer in-house and computer software that lets you build your very own custom design jewelry. Come see Diamonds by Design at 21st and Wanamaker in Topeka.
The Bank of Highland has made a commitment. One, to provide a banking experience that is dependable, dedicated, and loyal to their customers. They offer many services, including standard checking and savings accounts, as well as loans for agriculture, homes, and autos. They want to be your trusted financial partner. The Bank of Highland, branch of Bendina State Bank, making life better right here at home. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back here on 103.9 KNZA and MSCSports.net, streaming worldwide, also on the Scotty Sports Network as usual. Of course, ScottyAthletics.com for all of your Highland Community College needs and wants and all of the information you need to know about Highland Community College sports. Check out ScottyAthletics.com. Headed to the second half. We're about 3 minutes away from it getting back to the action. Of course, Highland in the driver's seat in this ball game. And, of course, 50-23 in the showdown right now. And the big reasons why, a 29-9 second quarter, 30-10 points in the paint in favor of Highland, and 22 points off 17 turnovers for the Scotties. Of course, the 17 turnovers for the Cavaliers in this ball game. Those are the big differences of this contest. Also, the fact that Highland's shooting 52.5% from the floor, and Johnson just 25% from the floor for themselves in this affair. 6 of 24 in the game for Johnson. They've made more free throws than they've made field goals in this game as well, have the Cavaliers here in this game. Cavaliers haven't lost close games this year. They've won their close games, and they've lost. They haven't suffered a loss like this, is what I meant to say. They've lost only close games in their 4 losses that they have this season. They lost by 3 to Western Nebraska, by 4 to Moberly Area Community College, by 1 to State Fair, and by 1 to Kasekaskia. I think that's how you say it. There for the losses by Johnson thus far this year. They, of course, opened up Jayhawk Conference play with a 67-56 win against KCK, and Highland opening up Jayhawk Conference play with that win over Labette, 67-63. And the Scotties 21-0 on the season. Well, looking pretty darn good right here so far. 3 gals in double figures, 15 for Nicole Himalio, Mariani De Carvalho with 14, and Bree Tidwell with 10 here at halftime as the Scotties in the driver's seat of this affair. Men's game coming up afterwards, so we'll have that here on the radio dial, 103.9 KNZA for you as well. And, of course, on the Scotty Sports Network. If you're looking for the men's game, it is a different link. Go to ScottyAthletics.com and you'll be able to find the action to tell you about, of course, what we've got going on for the men on the schedule page. You'll be able to find that on the men's side. You can find all of the links to watch and listen on the Scotty Sports Network throughout the season, with the links all attached on the Scotty Sports Network. You can find that at ScottyAthletics.com on the women's and men's basketball schedule pages. At the half, 50-23, and we head to the second half. Now we go here in this showdown. Ready to roll for this game and looking forward to what it has in store for the second half. Highland trying to put the final touches on this ball game, as they, of course, are in the driver's seat by a nice, sizable margin here at halftime. Scotty's looking to add to the lead. It'll be Johnson County's ball to inbound at half court on the near side. And they'll go left to right across your radio dial, across the screen on the Scotty Sports Network. Kylie Williams on the floor with Serena Reeves. Jessione Stowers on the floor, Tristan McFetters, and Jula Brown. So back to the original starting five for the Cavaliers. Swooping in, Brindley comes away with a near steal, but just a deflection. 8 seconds on the shot clock, down to 7, now down to 5. Williams goes baseline, throws it up, and it gets barely to the rim over the hands of Carvalho. Mariani De Carvalho joined by Blaze Burgess, Sydney Brindley, Nicole Himalio, and Keandra White. White off the dribble from the three-point line. Here's Himalio for 3. Yeah! Nicole Himalio. Himalio not known for her three-point shooting. Nicole had only made 16 of 71 from outside the arc entering today, but she's made 3 of 5 from three-point range thus far. Nicole does draw the foul underneath the basket on the defensive end. So Nicole with the three-point bucket has 18 points in the ball game. And to the free throw line we go for Serena Reeves. Reeves at the charity stripe. Flick of the wrist, free throw, rolls off the left side of the iron. Reeves with 4 points, but does have 8 rebounds in the game. Reeves back to the charity stripe, averaging 11 points per game and 8.7 rebounds, so nearly 9 per game. She made 1 of 2 free throws, but checks out after making 1 of 2. And Ida Pischel enters the ball game. Burgess strolling across the Scotty logo, right to left across your radio dial and across the screen on the Scotty Sports Network. Himalio takes it to the free throw line, now peels it back out, finds Burgess, Blaze off to White, Keandra towards the top of the key, now for Himalio, little weave action going on. Nicole backs it back out on the right side wing. Brindley, quick crisp pass to White. White sees the lane, drives to the basket, bucket no good, but a foul. Keandra White sees the party of the Red Seas and goes to the basket with an open lane to drive through. And takes that path to the basket. Keandra can't cash in on the bucket, but she does earn a pair of free throw tries. White averages just under 6 points per game, is only a 47% free throw shooter on the year. Keandra's first free throw off the heel of the rim won't go in. 53-24 with 8:42 to play in the third. And White steps back to the line to put another one in motion. Free throw a little strong. Carvalho with the offensive rebound. Carvalho throws up the shot. It won't go either as it caroms out of the rim. Looking for a three-point play, but Carvalho will settle for a couple of free throws. But another offensive rebound. And I told you that Highland is ranking top 10 in the country in offensive rebounds throughout the course of the year. Carvalho, by the way, just made the free throw. We got 9 offensive rebounds Highland does in the game. Carvalho makes both free throws, and Nani with 16 points in this one. Carvalho has 20 games of double digits this year, 27 in her, or actually, if she gets to 20 points, she'll have 27 20-point performances in her career. She can get there. She's got only 4 points needed to get to that plateau. 55-24 with 8:30 to play here in the third. Peckman picks up her dribble. And right at the top of the key, gives it off to Stowers. Stowers has been laying bricks all day. Hamalio tries to reach in. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Stowers picks up her dribble, gives it off to Brown. Brown at the top of the key. 3 seconds. Peckman off the dribble to the basket and lays it up and in. Somehow got around the defender, and Peckman got it up just in the nick of time to avoid a shot clock violation and get the bucket. Hamalio gets the pass after the deflection. Nicole takes it out to the corner on the far side. Tidwell hands it off to Burgess. Burgess brings it back out, back to Hamalio. Brindley at the top of the key, looking for the high-low. Carvalho down low, gets fouled as Carvalho puts it up in the bottom of the backboard. But Carvalho to the charity stripe again, shooting just over 70% from the line. Carvalho is 3 of 5 today from the line for the Brazilian native. Massages the mesh there, does Carvalho for her 17th point of the ball game. Has started all 22 games this year, Nani has. Entered today, 29 of 41 from the free throw line. She's now 33 of 47 from the charity stripe. Make it her 34th made free throw, and she rolls one in again. 57-26, 7:46 to play in the third. Highland on top, utilizing that strong second quarter to own the big lead. And Nicole Hamalio pokes it away, nearly steals it. Poked it away into the cheerleaders and the dance team here for Highland. The Spirit Squad on hand today for the conference action. Blaze Burgess challenging the inbound. Williams slings it up, lobs it to McFetters in the backcourt. Hamalio, Carvalho comes up with a double team, but McFetters speeds it up into the half-court set. And Bree Tidwell reads that pass greatly, and Tidwell falls down to the floor. Jump ball will be wrestled to. Bree Tidwell going to have the arrow in favor of Highland, so they have the possession. Brindley, Burgess, Tidwell, Carvalho, and Hamalio on the floor for the Scotties. 7:20 and counting in the third. Burgess strolls across midcourt. Now Blaze turns up the heat and goes fast. Gives it off to Tidwell. Hamalio, Brindley, open three from dead on to the top of the wheel. It spins in. Sydney Brindley from outside. Hasn't hit many threes this year. Only just a few, and Sydney Brindley knocks down a trifecta. She's got 7 points. Stolen away. Hamalio gets the steal. Good aggressive defense there. Nicole lost the handle, and then a traveling violation. Hamalio lost the handle. Highland has only 6 turnovers. That might be their 7th, I think. No, only 6 turnovers in the ball game. The lowest turnover output this year was 9 in a contest for the Scotties. This is better than the game against Labette, where they had 25, which was their most in a single game. Williams peels it back, goes back in the corner, fires a 3. That's good. A 3 ball from the corner pocket. Kylie Williams knocks it down. 60-28. Hamalio weaving her way through the defense again. Nicole Hamalio, a fearless player, not afraid to go straight into the heart of the defense, right into the mouth of the tiger, as they would say. Nicole Hamalio fouled in the act of shooting, so 2 free throws here for Nicole, a 61% free throw shooter. Free throw, spins in, takes a nice spin off the heel of the rim, touches the front of the iron and spins down. And Hamalio adds to her double-digit performance today, her 16th double-figure performance this year, 19 points. This free throw would tie her for her career high. She would get 20. Tickles the twine there. Hamalio tying her career high with 20 points. She had that against University of St. Mary's JV earlier this year. A game in which I believe that was the game she had a triple-double, almost a quadruple-double. Had 9 steals, 1 steal away from a quadruple-double. Stolen away by Tidwell. Bree picks the pocket that time. No numbers, but Bree's going to weave her way to the basket anyways. Usually lays it up with some finesse and gets it to go, but that time a little short for Tidwell on the shot. Tidwell is pretty efficient on the bucket. Another steal. Cameron Lemon comes up with a loose ball, picks it up at half court, and then a whistle and a foul. Good Good hustle all around. Head coach P.J. Smith making sure his gals know that he's very happy with the defensive performances right now. That was a 5th foul, by the way, on Johnson, so we're in the bonus here in the 3rd. At the line, Cameron Lemon to shoot it up. Lemon with the free throw opportunities. Again, the best free throw shooter on the team, Cam is. Rattles it in. Cam shoots nearly 89% from the free throw line on the year. The Sumner, South Carolina native has had an exceptional season as a freshman. Of course, she talked to me about, at the beginning of the year, about her knee. She wears a knee brace on her right knee after suffering an injury in high school. Still kind of was hesitant coming back from that to start her college campaign, but she dropped 20-plus in the very first game of her college career. Cam makes both free throws, and Lemon, well, adds to the lead for Highland right now. All 4 of her points are from the line for Lemon today. She's 4 of 6 from the charity stripe. 64-28, 5:55 to go in the 3rd. And Tidwell comes up with another steal. Bree rifles into the passing lane and comes up with a steal around the horn. White fires a 3. It's good! The 3. Keandra White from downtown. The bench celebrates as White hit the seat of her pants. White with a steal. White 3-on-1 to the rim. Misfired there. Lemon with the offensive rebound. Going to throw it up and in. Keandra White with a bucket. And right now, this is a straight-up clinic put on display here in this one. 69-28 with 5:27 to go. And Highland taking Johnson County to the woodshed here at this point. Scotty's putting together great performances. 20 points for Nicole Himalio, who's 7 of 10 from the floor. 18 points for Mariani De Carvalho, 6 of 10 from the floor. 9 rebounds as well. 10 points for Bree Tidwell in the game. And the Scotties have forced 23 Johnson turnovers in this game to the tune of 32 points off those turnovers. 69-28, 5:27, and Highland, the number 3 team in the country, leads the number 4 team in the country by this huge margin. Scotties have led by as many as 41. Highland is just taking it to them here in this showdown. Largest lead of the game is right now 41. Nearly thrown away again, and a 10-second call. Again, the defense puts the clamps down right there by Highland, and the defense has been absolutely shutting Johnson County down. Chiziani to the rim, up and in. That one spins home. Chiziani with the bucket. McFetters off to the races into the half-court set quickly and runs into the body of Chiziani, drawing the foul. 24 turnovers for Johnson County in this ball game, and a 71-28 lead for Highland. Highland looking like they're going to snap that 7-game losing streak to Johnson County. Off to the rim, Sydney Jones takes it to the basket and gets fouled. Jones, a Kansas native. Got a lot of gals from Kansas and Missouri on this Johnson County team. Jones is from DeSoto. Didn't get 2 free throws, however. Actually, they say non-shooting foul, so we take it out of bounds, actually, as the foul was on Cameron Lemon, her 3rd. Just over 5 minutes to play in the 3rd. Ball's up for grabs again. Browns picks it up. Brown throws it up off the rim, and it falls off the right side of the iron where Sydney Brindley yanks it down off the rebound. Oh, man, McFetters dives into the Highland bench trying to intercept that pass. Keandra White will survey the floor, inbounded on the far sideline. White into the far corner to Tidwell. Tidwell lobs it to Lemon at the top of the key. Chiziani now to the near side. Stefiani goes back out to White. Now to Tidwell. Tidwell had a baseline run at it, but goes into the paint now. Now what a cut by Chiziani. She goes up around, but it gets blocked as Brown swallows the shot at the rim. Jones being harassed in the double team, lost the handle. Jones got to pick it up. Another close to a 10-second call. Tidwell steals it. Bree Tidwell with the steal to Brindley. Brindley's fouled down low. Bree Tidwell again swooping in in the passing lanes and intercepting another pass. Tidwell owns the single game record for most steals and a Highland contest. She had 12 in a game. Scotties have 18 steals today. Brindley at the charity stripe makes the free throw. Sydney with 8 points today. Carvalho back in for Highland. Peckman and Williams back in for Johnson County. 72-28, 4:21 left to play in the third. And Highland taking it to Johnson right now. Sydney Brindley with a second free throw. The Scotties outscored the Cavaliers 29-9 in the second quarter. They've outscored them 23-5 here in the third. 4:21 remaining in the third stanza as Reeves brings it across midcourt, rifles a pass to Williams. Williams going to go baseline right into the defense of Tamia Victor. And Victor backpedaling a little bit too much, it appears, being called for the blocking foul. Opportunities for Johnson here now. 73-28 with 4:15 to go in the third. Stowers gets the inbounds. McFetters takes it, throws up the teardrop shot that rolls off the back of the iron. Rebound picked up by Peckman on the near side. Peckman back off to McFetters. Now here to the hands of Reeves. Reeves to the basket. That one jettisons out of the rim as well as the iron unkind to Johnson County right now. Johnson County only down by 7 after the first quarter. That's not an insurmountable lead by any means, but Highland has held them to 9 and 5 points. And the three is good! Put the three goggles on. We're raining in trifectas there here in the third quarter. 4 for 4 from downtown from three-point range. Lemon with a steal. Lays it up off the backboard and in. Cameron Lemon with a thievery. Like a thief in the night, coming away with steals right and left. Regular pickpockets out there, Highland is. Another errant pass that almost is stolen away. As Stowers goes to the rim, bucket is good. Count it and one. And Stowers, who has barely scored in this ball game, gets her first field goal of the contest. So Josiana Stowers is just 1 of 13 from the floor. That was her first make from anywhere on the floor in this game. Free throws up and good, so it's a old-fashioned three-point play. One thing that Johnson County has done fairly well, 13 of 19 from the free throw line, but not many other things have gone the Cavaliers' way today. The Scotties have done a multitude of things. A 3-second call as Bree Tidwell slips as well on the far side. 78-31, 3:07 to go in the third. Highland Community College basketball action on your radio dial, 103.9 KNZA and the Scotty Sports Network. Mike Smith alongside with you, the voice of Highland Community College. Kurt Kilman, thanks to him as usual for doing a great job back at the radio station. Here's a foul on Cameron Lemon, a reach in. That leads to the free throws. Couple of free throws for McFetters now. Tristan McFetters, 16.6 points per game, a 61% free throw shooter. She had 10 points at halftime, and that's what she has right now. Flick of the wrist, free throw goes down. So McFetters' first points of the second half come with 3:02 to go in the third, and they come from the charity stripe. McFetters is perfect from the line, mind you. 11 points for her. That free throw spins down as well. 12 points for McFetters. Nobody else above 5 for Johnson. Almost stolen away by Johnson in the backcourt, but Carvalho tracks it in. Nani going to have the ball fake and go to the basket. Carvalho with the bucket and an 80-33 lead with 2:52 to go here in the third. Timeout on the floor by Highland. The Scotties in the driver's seat. We're back in 30 seconds. Highland leads it at home, 80-33 over Johnson County on 103.9 KNZA and the Scotty Sports Network.
What is it that stays with Highland alums that make them want to come back and work there? Almost 40 Scotty alums are now Scotty employees, and that number increases every year. Highland President David Rice encourages and supports those who work there with a simple philosophy. You're hired to do a job, do it well. Supporting folks to do their jobs encourages them to meet Rice's simple but high standards. Consequently, Highland faculty, staff, and administration are all part of a supportive culture that helps each other do their jobs well. Check it out, Highland Community College, online at highlandcc.edu.
Kansaland Radio.
Well, the Scotties ended their streak of 100-point games at 6 consecutive with the win against Labette, where they only scored 67 points in that ball game. Referees talking about a substitution here. Tamia Victor has to return to the game. Deja Purnell will have to wait to check in a moment. But Scotty's looking to score the 100-point plateau yet again. It would be their 14th time accomplishing such feat. Stolen away again. Tidwell with another steal, up and in. Bucket laid up effortlessly by Tidwell. That's what I talked about earlier. Bree Tidwell effortlessly can lay up the bucket and with some finesse make buckets right and left. 6 steals for Tidwell today. Buckets in that time by McFetters. Couple of 20-point performances by Carvalho and also Himalio. Carvalho with 23. Himalio with 20, which ties her for a career high. 12 points for Bree Tidwell with those 6 steals. Carvalho needs 1 rebound, got her double-double. 3 ball no good by Pichel. Rebound tracked in by Himalio. Nicole speeds across half court. Now pulls it back. Sets up the half court offense. Right to left across your radio down across the screen on the Scotty Sports Network. Carvalho pump fakes on a 15-footer. Takes it to the basket. In and out. Carvalho with a rebound. So she's got a double-double. Here's Himalio for 3. That rolls off the rim. And Ida Pichel launches the rebound into her hands. So Carvalho with the double-double for herself in the game, her 6th of the season. Tamia Victor picks up her 3rd personal foul and a couple free throws as we are in the bonus for the rest of the way for both teams. 82-35 with 1:35 to go here in the 3rd. At the line, McFetters, who missed the first free throw of the day for herself. As McFetters saw it spin out of the cylinder. Deja Purnell now will check in for Highland. Scotties have managed 40 points off 27 turnovers for Johnson. Johnson had 9 turnovers in the first quarter, 8 in the second quarter, and 10 here in the 3rd. Carvalho rips down another rebound for her 11th board of the day. Highland winning the rebounding margin by 5, 29-24 in the contest. White, Burgess, Himalio, Purnell, and Carvalho. That is the 5 on the floor here for the Scotties. Burgess wants a 3. That one's good! Blaze Burgess hits the 3. The all-time leader in made 3-point buckets in Highland history. Knocks down another. Minute to go. Another steal. Himalio out to White. White going to take it to the rim and gets fouled across the hands. Keandra to the line to shoot 2. The steals, 21 steals today. 21 steals by Highland. That is not anywhere close, actually, to how many steals they had in a single game this year. They had 35 steals in one game. White at the line, gets it to go on the free throw as it rolls in. Keandra White set for another free throw, 86-35 with 1:02 to play here in the 3rd. White knocks down the second charity stripe try as well. Highland, who started 0 of 5 from 3 in the game, has now made 9 3-pointers in the contest. They're 9 of 20 and shooting 45% from outside the arc. Johnson County's 0 of 10 from 3 and only 10 of 33 in the ball game. Highlanders shot 56 times in the game. So a huge difference there in field goal opportunities for the Scotties and the Cavaliers. Nicole Amalio ticketed for her 3rd personal foul and back to the line. Ida Pichel will shoot 2 here. Pichel on the year, 66% free throw shooter, averaging 4 points per game and nearly 5 rebounds per game for Johnson. Makes the first free throw. Johnson has been 16 of 20, actually make it 17 of 25 from the line now after Pichel makes the free throw, 68% from the line. 87-37 with 42 seconds to go in the third. Carvalho wants a three. Nani for the trifecta. No. White with a rebound tapped around. Oh, last touch by the Cavaliers. White had her fingertips on it, but then Johnson County got their fingernails on there. 87-37 with 31.6 ticks to go. Hamalio gets the inbound, thinks about a three, but takes it to the free throw line instead. Weaves it back out behind the line over on the right side wing. Around the horn to White on the near side. Up to the top, the key for Burgess. Burgess out to Hamalio. Nicole into the paint. Back for White. White now 15 seconds on the shot clock. Out for Burgess. Deep three by Blaze. Off the rim. Rebound picked up by Peckman. And 9 seconds to go for Johnson County. McFetters just across half court, 4 seconds. McFetters going to go all the way to the rim, and the layup no good. Carvalho with the rebound. 87-37 after three. Johnson County only scores 14 in the third to Highland's 37 in the third quarter. We're back for the final quarter of play on 103.9 KNZA and the Scotty Sports Network after this 1 minute timeout here on the Scotty Sports Network and 103.9 KNZA.
Attention farmers, poor drainage got your yields down? Precision Grading Design can help. With more than 8 years experience, Precision Grading Design has the experience you are looking for in site development, terrace design for drainage solutions, and any civil grading project. They also do private surveying and mapping and cater all design projects to be built using the latest GPS construction equipment, ensuring quality, accuracy, and efficiency. Contact Rocky Runke at 785-444-3702 or visit precision-grading-design.com for more information on Precision Grading Design of Highland, Kansas.
Hi, this is Diamond Dan for Diamonds by Design Jewelry Stores. Diamonds by Design is a full-service jewelry store with a variety of fine jewelry to fit every budget. Come in and let Marcia and her staff help to make your special occasion even more special. Diamonds by Design, locally owned and operated for over 15 years, and we specialize in custom design jewelry with a full-time designer in-house and computer software that lets you build your very own custom design jewelry. Come see Diamonds by Design at 21st and Wanamaker in Topeka.
Kansaland Radio.
Well, the Scotties have never trailed in the ball game, and they've led by as many as 52 against the number 4 team in the country. That's right, the Scotties putting on a clinic here today at Ben Allen Fieldhouse against Johnson County. Highland's lost the last 7 against these Cavaliers, looking to snap that losing streak and actually have a losing record against Johnson all time. But Scotty's last win against Johnson County was in the regional championship back in 2013-2014 when Highland won 2 of the 3 matchups that were played between the two. They'll play again on February the 14th as Johnson County airmails another pass and throws it away. And that is the 29th turnover of the game for Johnson County. First of the fourth quarter. Highland has scored 42 points off of 29 turnovers for Johnson. Johnson, well, they got hit square in the jaw, and Highland has thrown haymakers all day. They throw it away, Highland does right there. Pichel was off and running, but it was actually McFetters, with the bucket. McFetters with the deuce. 87-39, 9:25 left to play in the ball game. Here's White off to Hamalio. Purnell on the floor with Burgess and Carvalho as well. Nicole thinks about the three, now drives in the lane. White right from the right side wing, 3-ball in and out. The rim shoots it back out of there for the 3-ball try. Williams across half court. Johnson County operating left to right across your radio dial and across the screen on the Scotty Sports Network today. Ida Pichel at the top of the key. Peckman, Williams on the floor. Pichel to the rim. Blocking foul. On the floor as well for Johnson is McFetters and Deshelle Terry. First foul on Deja Purnell. Maria Alcantara will check in for Highland. Alcantara's first opportunity to get on the floor here today. One of 3 gals from Brazil for the Scotties. 3 gals today have double figures as well for Highland. Up and in on the free throw by Pichel, making it 87-42 with 8:50 to go in the ball game. Carvalho with 23 and 11 points and rebounds. 20 points for Nicole Amalio, which matches a career high, and 12 points and 6 steals and 4 rebounds for Bree Tidwell. Amalio wants a 3 ball again. Swish! The 3 is good. Nicole Amalio, new career high, 23 points, and a 90-42 lead for Highland. 8:25 left to play in the ball game. White gets tumbled over and does a little backward somersault, but picks up the foul. Keandra called for the personal. 90-42 in this affair. My man Tyler Nordman letting me know that most points by Highland scored against Johnson was 89. So new opportunity actually already with 90. Now the most points scored against Johnson County in school history for Highland. Deep 3 on the way. That's an air ball. Peckman tries to save it, but won't get to it in time. And Johnson County is still over from 3-point range in this game. They are 0 of 11 from 3. Scotty's shooting 53.3% from the floor. Of course, Highland's shooting 51.7% from 3 from the field this year. Purnell misses a 3 that time around. But the Scotties have made 10 threes in today's affair, and with the 10 threes in this ball game, that is the 10th game they've hit 10 or more. Shot up and in by Ida Pichel inside the paint. And Pichel creeping close to double figures for Johnson County. Foul on the floor as Bree Tidwell on the pursuit to the basket is fouled. Deshelle Terry picks up her 5th personal foul. So Terry picks up her 5th personal foul, and Sydney Jones will check in for her. Amalio sets it in motion. Alcantara, bounce pass for Tidwell. Tidwell inside the paint, spins, fires up the shot, rolls off the rim, rebound tapped around, but tracked in by McFetters. McFetters off and running into the half-court set. McFetters all the way to the rim, and bucket is in and good. Tristan McFetters, full head of steam to the basket, got the deuce. Here's Amalio with an answer, but baseline's cut off. Nicole up for Alcantara. Maria wants a 3. It's good. Yes. 3 ball by Alcantara. 11 threes for Highland here today. If you're wondering how many is the most they've made in a game this year, is 18. Rebound picked up by Alcantara down low. Here's Amalio. Nicole across the Scotty logo up to the top of the wheel. Nicole down low gets it taken away. Just lost the handle. Under 7 to play in the ball game. Scotty's in the driver's seat of this one, 93-46, trying to get to 100 points for what would be the 14th time this year, and what would be the 7th time in the last 8 games. Tidwell grabs the rebound. Bree off and running. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Tidwell throws it out for a 3 by Amalio. Nicole gets the defender jumping in the air, and then Nicole goes all the way to the rim, and Amalio is fouled from behind. Nicole already with a new career high, 23 points. She's also made 8 field goals today. Nicole Amalio to the charity stripe. Set to put this in motion. She's made 4 threes, by far one of her best games from outside the arc. As Amalio makes the second free throw. So Nicole Amalio with an exceptional performance today individually, but playing well through the team as well on top of everything. Nicole back to the line, shoots the second free throw down the pipe as well. Both free throws good by Nicole. In the half-court set, Johnson sets it up by Jones's hands. Now finds Stowers. Stowers goes to the rim. Bucket shoots out. Won't go down. Stowers is Well, shot easily most shots of the game for Johnson, her and McFetters. That's the two top scorers, so you would think obviously that they shoot. But Stowers today, 5 points. She averages 13.5. Flick of the wrist, free throw, good. To the line, back we shoot another free throw. Second free throw tickles the twine as well. And 19 of 20, or 20 of 28 from the line from Johnson County so far in the game. That's 71%. So pretty good for the charity stripe, but it's about the only thing that Johnson's been able to hang their hat on so far. Burgess for three on the way. It's good. Three ball. Blaze Burgess from outside. Hits another three. 12 threes from Highland today. Blaze with a couple of threes. 4 from Himalio. Carvalho has 2. White and Brindley have a 3. Chiziani and Alcantara have a 3. So the 3-ball wealth has been spread. Chiziani returns for Highland, taking the place of Nicole Himalio. With 5:39 remaining in the game. It's 98-48. Highland firmly in the driver's seat. Burgess off to Carvalho. Carvalho now to Chiziani. Up to Alcantara at the top of the key. Alcantara picks up her dribble, gives it off to Burgess. Blaze now to Carvalho. Scoop pass to the corner. Chiziani wants a 3. Yeah, again. The threes continue to just rain in. 3-ball home for the 13-3 for Highland in this ball game. And Highland taking Johnson County out of this ball game early on. They lead at 101-48 with under 5 to play. Reeves lost the handle but stripped by Purnell. 14th time Highland scored over 100 points in the year. Sydney Brindley returns for the Scotties. Brindley's got 9 points today. Scotties winning the rebounding margin by 5, have forced 29 Johnson turnovers and scored 42 points off those turnovers. Highland shooting 53% from the floor, 46 from 3. Carvalho steals it and rolls to the basket, gliding to the rim. Carvalho with 25 today. 25, 11 rebounds, and 5 steals for Carvalho. 103-48 with 4:35 to go. This is a huge statement win for the Scotties here in this ball game, taking down the 4th-ranked team in the country by this wide of a margin. That should send a good message to everybody in NJCAA Division II level. Kylie Williams will go to the line for some free throws. 103-48 with 4.5 minutes to go. Williams misses the first charity try. And Haviciani get her first time on the floor here today. Haviciani from Ukraine. Cameron Lemon also returned, by the way, for Highland. 103-48, 4:30 to go in the ball game. Second free throw was good, so 103-49. With Aviciani entering the fold, all the Scotties will have played today. A few of them have not scored, but everyone will see some action. Here's Alcantara, going to take it off the dribble to the basket. Blocking foul, and one. Alcantara runs over the defender, but defender not set. And Murillo goes to the line for an and one opportunity. Alcantara with 5 points in her very limited minutes today. And Maria will go to the charity stripe where she's a 62% free throw shooter. Maria got 3 starts this year, but has played in majority of the ball games. Chiziani tried to get the rebound. Oh, saved. Purnell gets it and up and in. Deja Purnell's first bucket of the ball game. So only 2 Scotties haven't scored today against Johnson. Bucket's good. Quickly racing down the floor is McFetters. McFetters with the deuce. 107-51. We go under 4 to play. Lemon, Alcantara, Aviciani, Chiziani, and Purnell on the floor. Aviciani to Purnell. Alcantara wants another 3. This one off the left side of the rim. Stowers rocks the rebound into her hand. McFetters across half court, comes quickly, goes into the lane again, throws up the shot and knocked it in. McFetters with 22 now with the bucket. She also has 9 turnovers, however, so could have a double-double herself, but not the way you'd want to have a double-double. 30 turnovers in this game for Johnson County. Highland forces 30.9 turnovers per game, which is second best in NJCAA Division II in the country. Himalio, scoop pass to Purnell. Alcantara now to Lemon on the near side. Purnell, spot up 3 from about the top of the key. A little strong, long rebound. And picked up by McFetters off the board. McFetters is just taking the scoring upon herself as of late. 3-ball no good. They can't buy a 3 at this juncture by Stowers especially. She cannot get the 3s to go. She is over from outside. Stowers is with 0 for 12. Only one other gal has attempted a 3. That was Ida Peschel. She missed it 2. They're 0 of 13 from 3. Haviciani at the top. Dribbles that off, but a double dribble. Haviciani kind of lost the handle in amongst her dribbling. Tamia Victor back in. Haviciani and Victor trying to get in the scores book today. Get in that box score. Neither have attempted a shot, but both would like to get on the tabs. Every other gal in the game has recorded 1 field goal at least for Highland. 107-53, 2:46 left to play. Williams in the half-court set for Johnson, being guarded by Nicole Himalio, who remains on the floor. Out for another 3. Stowers says, I'll finally hit one, as Stowers finally hits a 3. It's the first 3 of the game for Johnson. It comes with 2:30 on the clock left to go in the contest. Himalio at the top of the wheel, out for Aviciani. Anna picks it up, gives it off to Himalio on the right side wing, and Nicole inside, throws it down low for Victor. Victor steadies, fires, misses the shot, and Peckman gets the rebound. Jones strolls across midcourt. 2 and change left to play before this one's officially win number 22 of the season. And Stowers maybe finding the 3-ball. She hits back-to-back 3s. Makes it 107-59 all of a sudden. Lemon off to Alcantara. Haviciani just heaves up a 3. That's off the front of the iron. Won't go down. And Reeves tracks it in. Reeves across the logo. Reeves inside the lane, throws up the scoop shot layup. It's good by Reeves. So Stowers actually with those last 2 3s went to double digits with 13 for Johnson. Only 2 gals with double digits today for Johnson County. Victor at their feet, lost the handle, picked it up in traffic, got her pocket picked, and 1:22 to go, 107-61. Highland putting forth some great numbers. Winning the rebounding margin by 3, 26 steals today for the Scotties, only 10 turnovers, which is 1 above their season low in a game. Shooting 52.1% from the floor, holding Johnson to under 40% right now at 12.5% from 3 for Johnson in the game. Lemon to the basket. Cam misses a little too strong. Rebound tapped out, and they're going to call a foul on Tamia Victor, I believe. With 51.2 seconds to go, there'll be some free throws. Victor picks up her 4th personal foul. Sydney Jones will go to the line to shoot these free throws. Jones, a 79% free throw shooter. Post game, we'll have all the numbers to wrap up the action for today. Tell you about all of that coming up. And for post-game interviews with Coach Smith and players, stay tuned on the Scotty Sports Network. After the men's game, we will have post-game for both the women and the men, and that will be on the Scotty Sports Network only. Those links for post-game can be found online at ScottyAthletics.com on the schedule pages under the, of course, game day links. You'll be able to find the post-game links there. 107-63 with 46 seconds to go. White, Lemon, Alcantara, Purnell, and Chiziani on the floor. Alcantara to Chiziani. Chiziani dwindling the clock. We're down to 15 seconds on the shot clock, 33 seconds on the game clock. Chiziani, 8 seconds, weaves her way in the lane, throws up the shot. She's fouled with 5 seconds on the shot clock. Chiziani will go to the line. Chiziani with 8 points. Stefiani came to Highland, as I mentioned. This is only her 5th game for Chiziani, the African native from Mozambique. But her first game, she played Graceland JV, had scored 10 points. Scored double figures in the next game as well, which was 13 against Gojabijic. 107-63 with 25 seconds to go. Chiziani misses the free throw. She's striving to be the second gal from Mozambique to play in the WNBA. Chiziani shows some great raw talent so far, and she just graduated high school back in October in her home country. 108-63 with 16 seconds to go. They throw it to the corner. 3 ball by Williams on the way. That won't go down. Rebound tapped around. Woods tracks it in. Woods up and in with the bucket. And 7.4 seconds to go in this one before it's the official 22nd win of the season. And Highland adds to their longest winning streak. White fires an air ball 3, and that will do it. Scotties lead it by 7 after 1, but put forth a huge second and third quarter and lead it by as many as 58 in the ball game, and Highland wins it in routing fashion, 108-65. The third-ranked Scotties are now 22-0 on the year. Of course, Johnson falling to 17-5 on the year. Battle the 3 versus 4. Post-game when we return after this 2-minute timeout. We'll have the post-game numbers when we return on 103.9 KNZA and the Scotty Sports Network.
What is it that stays with Highland alums that make them want to come back and work there? Almost 40 Scotty alums are now Scotty employees, and that number increases every year. Highland President David Rice encourages and supports those who work there with a simple philosophy. You're hired to do a job, do it well. Supporting folks to do their jobs encourages them to meet Rice's simple but high standards. Consequently, Highland faculty, staff, and administration are all part of a supportive culture that helps each other do their jobs well. Check it out, Highland Community College, online at highlandcc.edu.
Friends and neighbors, live easier through many financial services provided by the Mendina State Bank. They're your community-minded local bank, delivered to hard work for their friends and neighbors. Financial services provided include checking and savings accounts and loans for agriculture, home, and auto. Depend on your friends at the Mendina State Bank to help secure your future. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Attention farmers, poor drainage got your yields down? Precision Grading Design can help. With more than 8 years experience, Precision Grading Design has the experience you are looking for in site development, terrace design for drainage solutions, and any civil grading project. They also do private surveying and mapping and cater all design projects to be built using the latest GPS construction equipment, ensuring quality, accuracy, and efficiency. Contact Rocky Runke at 785-444-3702 or visit precision-grading-design.com for more information on Precision Grading Design of Highland, Kansas.
Hi, this is Diamond Dan for Diamonds by Design Jewelry Stores. Diamonds by Design is a full-service jewelry store with a variety of fine jewelry to fit every budget. Come in and let Marcia and her staff help to make your special occasion even more special. Diamonds by Design, locally owned and operated for over 15 years, and we specialize in custom design jewelry with a full-time designer in-house and computer software that lets you build your very own custom design jewelry. Come see Diamonds by Design at 21st and Wanamaker in Topeka.
Kansaland Radio.
We wrap up the women's game with a big victory for Highland, 108-65. Scotties add to their longest winning streak in school history, now 22 consecutive wins to open up this year, 22-0 and 2-0 in Jayhawk Conference play as they dispatched the 4th-ranked team in the country in Johnson County, 108-65 in this showdown. Of course, they win handedly in the matchup, utilizing a 29-9 second quarter and a 37-14 third quarter to get the victory. 44 points off turnovers in this ball game, 30 turnovers by Johnson in the showdown. That was huge to help lead the way for the win. Diving into some of the numbers individually here in a moment, but we'll look at the team numbers first. 20 of 50 for Johnson County, 2 of 17 from 3 and 23 of 32 from the line. Highland goes 38 of 74 from the line, 13 of 31 from 3 and 19 of 30 from the free throw line in the ball game. Those 19 free throws, by the way, the most made, I think. No, actually not the most made, but close in that capacity. But a solid night from the free throw line for Highland. They had 22 steals, also 19 assists on 38 made field goals in the ball game for Johnson County, led by 22 points in the game by Tristan McFetters, 7 by Serena Reeves, 1 point for Julia Brown, 5 for Kylie Williams, 13 for Jacione Stowers, 2 for Jenna Peckman, 4 for Sydney Jones, 9 for Ida Pichel, and 2 for Kylie Woods in the game. For Highland, 25 points, 11 rebounds for Mariani De Carvalho, her 6th double-double of the year, and 5 steals, 8 points for Blaze Burgess, 25 points, a new career high for Nicole Hamalio. She goes 5 of 6 from the floor, or from the free throw line, 8 of 13 from the floor in the game, had 5 steals and 4 rebounds. 5 points for Keandra White, 9 points for Sydney Brindley, 12 points for Bree Tidwell with 6 steals and 5 rebounds, 8 points for Cameron Lemon, also 3 rebounds, 2 points for Deja Purnell, 9 points for Stefiani Chiziani, and 5 points for Maria Alcantara in the ball game for Highland. Scotties win it in routing fashion over the 4th-ranked team in the country, 108-65 in this one. Of course, we'll have the men's game coming up shortly on KNZA 103.9 FM and on the Scotty Sports Network as well. You have to join the link on the Scotty Sports Network as we'll switch links for the action there, but stay tuned on KNZA as well for the next game coming up. 108-65, Highland, 3rd-ranked team in the country, now 22-0 on the year. They beat the 4th-ranked Johnson County squad 108-65 today to earn the win. Thanks for listening on 103.9 KNZA and the Scotty Sports Network.